Yo, what is going on, Critical Ops Esports fans? Welcome back to main tournament number 2, the semifinals for Asia. I am Sudden Death, and I am joined today by A Master. How are you doing this early morning, sir?
Fantastic, and for you guys watching, good afternoon. It is horribly early in the morning for us where we are located, but that's going to be fine because we're going to be woken up by some fantastic matches from some fantastic teams that have made it here.
Indeed. Before we can talk about the teams, though, let's go ahead and talk about the qualifier information, all the main information here for the tournament. A Master, you want to go ahead and take that?
Absolutely. So, guys, welcome back again. This is qualifier number 2. We've already done qualifier number 1. And so, which case those teams, the top 16, advance. And so, here on number 2, we're finding out who is going to be the best of the best, who's going to be going through the semifinals and finals to find out who's going to be rolling through and securing their spot. Again, being points based for that final tournament, which will be coming up next. So these guys have been duking it out. They've been fighting off stream, doing all the things. Now they are here and ready to go for coming up for those prizes they'll be getting. So overall, these guys have worked the hardest. These are the best teams so far. And we're happy and we're excited to see them here. And for the most part, the teams that have finally made it here, these top 16 teams, again, well deserved. These guys are working their way to be champions.
Yeah, and they'll be popping up here on screen in just a moment. Some familiar faces from main tournament number one, but also some new faces as well.
Absolutely, yeah. It's always excited to see all the new teams. Again, guys, when you see these circuit matches going, it's not just for, Elevate or Rain, these guys, you know and love and see. It's for anyone. As far as unfortunately, we're coming to the close of main tournament number two. But remember, for any of these circuits, you guys are all welcome to join. So your name and your faces and everything can be up here as well uh, for the next circuits coming up hopefully here in the future. So just remember, guys, anyone and everybody is welcome. But let's go and check out these brackets to see how these teams got here because again they've got to duke it out, they've got to do these matches and who to win, who to lose. And as we can see, these teams just rocking their way forward. As we can see, Elevate just dominating their way to their spot. We also see DRX doing pretty much the same thing, although Invictus did get a one there. So it's not a complete clean sweep, but still a victory nonetheless. And again, Invictus is no easy feat. We've seen them before as far as the name goes. Not sure if the players are the exact same, but still a heavy contender though. But MNA and the boys will be our first match coming up, and again, seeing them roll forward for their matches, they've both done basically the same thing.
Mhm.
So it's excited to see what they've got in store for us.
Indeed, yeah, I'm excited to see the first matchup, also the second matchup. Really enjoyed watching the boys play last tournament. See here the leaderboard or the rankings popping up here. Now we do have just a little bit of a TDLR to say. So Athena has been disqualified. Just some stuff went on in the background, and that's where M&A Revival has been replaced with Athena. That's why they are taking on the boys. But besides that, the rest of the ranking board here stays the same. Everybody has played Elevate number 2 there, the boys at number 3, and Legacy right there at number 4 there on the ranking, and so on and so forth.
Yep. So they've come to join us in the rankings. Welcome, to the finals. So this is now kind of a coming from behind, hopefully to take the victory. That would be absolutely insane. I would say if they could able to, be able to be granted access and then take it home, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, 100%. Well, let's look at what these players could be potentially taking home here if they are able to pull out that W. Prizes popping up on screen right now, folks. Hey, Master, you want to go ahead and let them know what these players are competing for?
Absolutely, guys. On the top, this is where we're looking at right now in the main tournaments. You were looking for sixth and eighth place. Obviously, would get those 1,400 credits. But moving into where we are now, we got third through fifth. We'll be getting that 1,410 event cases, and then we're looking at your first and second place. These guys, this is kind of what they want. This is kind of what you're working towards. Um, I'll let you go ahead and take that one over for me.
Final tournament prizes, fourth through fifth, or excuse me, first all the way through fifth. Playing for $2,000 in cash, unique circuit season 5 skin, which will be showing here in just a moment. 5,000 credits, 20 event cases, and 20 premium cases. That, of course, is the first place. Second place, $800 in cash, 4,000 credits, 15 event premium cases, or event cases, and then 15 premium cases. $500 in cash, 3,000 credits, 10 event cases, and 10 premium cases going to third place. And then the runner up right there for fourth place, $200 cash, 3,000 credits, and then 10 premium cases. And I believe we're going to show the unique Circuit Season 5 skin here. Just a moment. Take a look at that. Again, that is the first place prize winner for the Season 5 finals right there. And I love that skin. It looks absolutely phenomenal. I think we kind of nicknamed it the Golden Tiger last
Yep.
stream. It definitely fits.
Yeah, it is a beautiful skin. I love it, especially with the placement of season 5. I mean, that is just right on the side. It's glorious to see. If it, once you see it on the ground, you'll be able to just see it, from a mile away. It is again, tip the hat to the designers of this. They really outdid themselves this time. But
Oh,
overall, the boys MNA Revival. First sets of teams, first match of the day. If you guys have any predictions, feel free to drop those and see what you guys think. Again, just before we even get into stats, just kind of shot in the dark. Who do you think is going to win?
Mhm.
But I think you got some stats for us to kind of feel in what we might be looking at.
Yes, indeed. Let's get a look at this. M&A Revival stats popping up on screen right now. And of course, stats don't tell the complete story, but they give us a decent idea, maybe a little bit of a shading of the photo or the picture that is going to be at the end of the match. So no achievements to M&A's Revival's name, but they're going to work on trying to go ahead and fix that today. Great KDs though. I mean, 2.77. I mean, that's almost a 3 KD. Only two maps played, but still pretty impressive for two maps. And two KDs pretty much down the board until you drop down there to the bottom players there, where you're definitely struggling a little bit more in the KD department. Great win loss ratio for the main starters there as well for MNA. Looking forward to seeing how they do actually in game. Let's take a look here at the boys, which will be their opponents. They have I guess a little bit more padded stats. Hey, Master, you want to go ahead and tell the chat what they got?
Absolutely, yeah. These guys, I mean, look, they've got a few more matches, quite a few more maps. I mean, as we can see, even down to special down there at 21. Um, so it's a bit more. Things a little bit kind of evened out, especially with your KDs and everything. But overall, still super solid. These guys, of course, have made it through season four main one and season four main two. So they've definitely made their way through. They definitely have those experiences, and the win loss is not too bad. The 14-8 as far as their maps go. So I mean, they definitely again win more than they lose.
Yeah.
Um, almost double the wins versus losses, but not just there just yet. So again, even though M&A is definitely going to be looking real good, again, those smaller amount of maps kind of make that look a lot better. But again, I think it should be pretty close between them.
Yeah, I'm thinking it is going to be close, and that's exactly what you want to see in a semifinals matchup here. Chat, we should be good to go here in just a couple minutes. But before we do so, we got to see what these teams, what maps their teams are going to be playing on, and that can play a big role in the outcome of the series. See what the first ban is going to be. I think M&A will have that legacy. Going to go ahead and get the left swipe out of there. Boys coming in with the next ban, and Plaza getting deleted, taking out the OGs early on here. If I recall from last stream, the boys are a relatively new team. I haven't seen, or relatively new players. I wonder if M&A is the same way they prefer some of the newer maps. Next pick should be coming up here, and Port will be map number one. I've really been enjoying watching these teams play on Port, as we were talking about in last stream. It's a great way to see a team's full potential. Village, finally. I've been waiting for this moment to finally cast a good Village
Yes.
match. Raid
All
with
right.
the Ixnay.
Not too bad.
Soar out of here. Canals as well, and we should see the decider in just a moment. Grounded getting the ban. Decided going to be the decider is going to be on Bureau. It's a good map to have a decider on. That is I'm very excited for these maps right here. Port for number one, Village for number two, and then hopefully we will get all the way to map number three, the decider, which will be on Bureau. I love Port. I know we've talked about it before, probably sound like a little bit of a broken record, but I really do think Port is a fantastic map to really show a team's full potential with gun skill, with team coordination, with utility utilization, being able to rotate properly, great team communication. It is a great way to show how good that team truly is together as a team, as you really can't have one individual play. I mean, you're always going to have one individual player that shines in the match, but
Oh
you're
yeah.
not going to have somebody carrying you. It's harder to do in any type of bomb diffuse game mode, but sometimes you do. You have that one player that sticks out, but you really have to have a good solid team here if you're wanting to dominate and win on port. So I'm excited for that matchup. I think that's a great first map. And then Village will definitely be an interesting one. I think I've only casted Village once live here, so I'm definitely looking forward to see what kind of the strats and teams have implemented for that map. That is such a fun one to cast, in my opinion. There's a lot of open spots. You can get some sniper action on some very close quarters as well. They're towards the middle of the map, and the bomb sites are really open. I think overall it is going to be a fantastic matchup. And then again, hopefully we make it to the decider Bureau, which is just a classic overall, a very traditionally paced map setup which I think will be a fantastic map for the Decider. I think Port and Village are great for the first two maps, and then hopefully we'll get to the third one. Decider again, it's just perfect. It's like a middle of the road map that you want to have your Decider on.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Bureau is a. If it's gonna come down to it, let's come down to one of the OGs, one of the well played. Bring your best because obviously you've played on it for quite a while. Uh, fun fact that some of the guys over there on the M&A, they do not like Village. Some of that lovely info that they've given us. They do not like Village. Although Port is definitely on the favorites list, so at least for a few. So hopefully that is a good indication as far as who's going to maybe win Port and why that was picked. Of
Mhm.
course, I think it's just kind of a nice little backstab to throw Village in there when some of the players have it. That is their least favorite map. So that may cause some issues. So in which case, if that's a thing, then that definitely may be coming down to that Bureau matchup, depending on how well they did that as far as their strats go to make sure that they pick a map they just really don't enjoy playing.
Yep. Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do, and sometimes that's gonna be pulling out a map that the other team definitely doesn't like. I'm assuming that would have been known. I'm sure somebody's messaging each other back in the DMs that was let slip, and that's why they went ahead and brought that one out. Maybe even spent a couple weeks practicing that. They thought they might have been going up against them. You see the bracket. You don't know exactly how the bracket's ever going to turn out, but once you see the even just the first round, you kind of get a feel who's going to start making it through, who's going to be in round number two. And once you see round number two, then you can start again shading in what's going to happen in that semifinals and finals as you go the way through, so you can start preparing for the possibility of a matchup. Would be interesting to hear the backstory on that. Chat, let us know who you think's going to win down in the comment section down below. Curious to hear what your thoughts are. Again, let us know down there in the comment section down below. M&A or the boys? Let us know.
Yeah, these guys. I mean, they're gonna give it their all. They're gonna give everything they have. And again, as far as them picking out the map, even if for you guys in the future, even if you don't necessarily like a map, if you know the other team is terrible at it, it
Yeah.
doesn't hurt to do some practicing. Because if it's not like like they're not going to ban at first kind of thing, it gives you definitely a little bit of edge. Like I said, if you don't like it, definitely try and see if maybe you can use that to your advantage. Definitely always a good shot. But I think before we get too deep into this, we've got some lovely information from the boys. These guys, they've sat down with Mako here, and we're going to get a little bit of the inside of the team, the dynamic, and everything. So, guys, sit back, relax, and enjoy some lovely information and backstory. Remember, you guys can write these down. These are all notes you guys can keep, and make sure you learn to come into the next season of Circuit. But in the meantime, sit back, relax, and we'll see you guys back here in just a bit.
Hello, my name is Mako and I'm joined by May from Team The Boys. How are you doing, May?
I'm doing good. How are you doing, Mako?
I'm doing good. Thank you for asking, and I'm really happy to be here talking to you. Thank you for doing the interview.
Yeah.
Well, without further ado, let's hop right into the first question. So, what are your feelings, or how are you feeling now that you're going into the second main tournament to the semifinals in Circuit Season 5?
Well, my team and me, we're feeling pretty confident. We think we can beat Athena.
All right, you're pretty confident. That's
Yeah.
That's good. You need it. or like everyone needs confidence. Of course, it's a very important attribute in this line of games.
Yeah.
Well, something a bit more about competition. You know that the Critical Ops Worlds tournament is just around the corner. Has your team prepared for Worlds?
No, I don't think our team has prepared, but yeah, I don't think we are prepared. Yeah, I don't think we're prepared.
Do you think you should prepare?
Yeah, I think we should.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough competition.
Mm.
Well, May, I want to hear a bit more about your team. So, how would you describe your team members or your team chemistry in, for example, a scrim?
We don't really scrim, so like, yeah.
Well, your practice, or if you play ranked games together, how would you describe your team?
Our team is very chaotic. We usually think, okay, we usually like yell at each other and like say mean stuff, like toxic stuff to each other, calling each other names.
I hope it's most of it is as a joke.
Yeah, sometimes it's not a joke.
All right. Well, if it works, I guess. Sure. uh, well, I want to hear more about you, May. How did you come up with your nickname, May?
Oh, so one day when like I was ranking with Athena, I was randomly like I'm looking for names. Then I just searched up May and like it wasn't taken, so I just took it.
That's it. Just a random
Yeah,
random
that's it.
word, and you're just like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Let's take it.
Yeah.
All right. I was kind of waiting for like a story of it being like the month that's your birthday or something like this, but all right.
Oh.
It's
Yeah.
it's totally fine. Don't worry about it. Um,
Mm.
well, I have one more question for you, May. This might be a
Mm-hmm.
bit out of the norm, but let's imagine you're playing in the finals. How would you react if you found out that one of the players in the opponent team is actually your old teacher?
What I would do is I would want to beat them more and like I'd be more motivated to beat them because I don't really like all my teachers.
All right, that's a good answer. Well, thank you, May, for doing this interview. I really do appreciate it when you guys come here and talk to us a bit more perspective from the pro player side. If there's anything that you want to say to your fans or your team members or anyone else, now would be the time to do so.
Oh, I would like to say one thing to Mayu. I want to confess my love for Mayu.
Okay. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been May. Thank you for being here. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, we go back to the stream.
Yeah.
All right, welcome back, chat. Again, just finished up a couple of things here in the background. We're gonna go ahead and get to the first map here of the first matchup here. Thank you to the boys for sitting down with Mako there for that interview. Chat again, let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Who you think will be taking this in map number 1? Will it be MNA or will it be the boys? There will be a YouTube poll popping up as well. You can make your voices heard there. But always curious to see if we get any of the chat giving us some inside details or having their overall thoughts on it, maybe giving us the final round count will be 13-5 or something a little closer like 13-11. For those of you just joining, why don't we go ahead and take a look at the maps again? Let's see what these teams are going to be playing on. The maps are the foundation. Well, I guess are they the foundation or the color? I would say the team is the foundation, honestly, but the maps definitely play an important part in how these teams are going to play and what they're going to be doing here in this best of 3 series. Actually,
Yep,
before we do
absolutely.
that,
Yes. The goods.
the goods. This I think would be great to talk about before we do that. So everybody knows. Zuvi, our amazing partner, Zuvi over here. Shout out to them. The top clip contest is still running. I love the top clip contest because those that compete in circuit have an opportunity to win some cash, but also the viewer, the casual player, you who are watching these streams also have an opportunity to win some cash. So you can download Zuvi from the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store. You can go ahead and search it up, ZUVVI. It's linked in the video description as well, or you can scan the handy QR code there on screen. Once you download it, create an account, go through it. I think you can log in with your Google or whatnot, or create with your email. Super simple. We're in 2022. It's easy to create an account. You save it to your password manager. Bada bing, bada boom, you're good. So then all you have to do is upload, if you're a casual player, upload your top clip of your casual gameplay and use Critical Ops Casual, the hashtag you can see there on screen in red, and you'll be entered for a chance to win $130 in cash. Winners will be announced in September, October, and November. So you still have an opportunity to go ahead and get entered into the September challenge tournament, whatever you want to call it. And you'll be, of course, entered in October and November as well. Now, for those of you that are competing in Circuit, maybe you already have an amazing clip from Circuit you want to post, or maybe you're one of the teams playing today and you're about to come up with one of the greatest plays of all time that will go down on the Circuit record book. Well, then you can go ahead and upload that clip using hashtag Critical Ops Circuit to the Zuvi app, and then you'll be entered to win $200 in cash. Either way, it's a win-win-win. You're recording yourself anyways. You're playing the game. It's an easy opportunity to win some cash. Again, thank you so much to our amazing partner that is Zuvi. You can download it from the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store. Links in the video description down below. All right, now let's take a look at the maps. I think we have a little bit more time before we go ahead and hop into the first map, which is going to be on port. Actually, I might be being told the other way around. Nope, we just got a couple more minutes. So let's go ahead and take a look at the take a look at the maps.
Absolutely. Thank you so much from the powers that be in our ears, letting us know some updates, guys. So we have some bit of unfortunate news, but we will be continuing, which is great. But unfortunately, that first match seems to be some player difficulties. So unfortunately, the first one, I guess, be a forfeit for that team. We're still getting the details coming through, but unfortunately, our main favorite map, Jake. Unfortunately, we won't be seeing that.
It's just not written in the stars, man. I should have got my cards out. It's just not going to happen. I got so excited.
I know, but guys, wait. We still have Village that is on the table. We still have a new map that is still primed and being able possibly be able to do. Gonna have to see how that rolls. I mean, these teams are great. These teams are fantastic. And unfortunately, things happen, right? Unfortunately, that's just kind of how they roll sometimes. And yeah, of course, that's due to a lot of different factors in the world and real life type of stuff. Unfortunately, guys, we will have to see them push forward into a different one. Guys, so we do apologize for that. It's it's just one of those things that we've been kind of got those things rolling through. But again, if you guys voted the boys in chat, congratulations on saying that they would take map number 1. Because again, technically that is 100% accurate at this point.
Indeed. Chat, we are going to be right back. Stay tuned here to the Critical Ops Esports channel. We will be right back on the flip side. chat. Unfortunately, due to MNRA or MNA Revival not being able to produce a full roster, we are going to have to cancel their matchup between the boys. That means by default, the boys have won and will be moving on to the finals. Congratulations to them. With that being said, we are going to have to end the stream here, and we'll be back in 90 minutes with the next matchup between Elevate and DRX, just due to the fact that we're supposed to be playing for another 90 minutes. So if you're new around here, make sure you subscribed. You've rung the notification bell. Follow us on social media and join our Discord server so you can get notified as soon as we do go live with that matchup between Elevate Phoenix and DRX Academy. Looking forward to this one. Both these teams will be here ready to play, and we'll actually be able to show the games, and hopefully we're gonna see Village played. I got my fingers crossed. I'm gonna go talk to the wizard downstairs. Hopefully, he can go ahead and make sure that's going to be in the stars. Hey, Master, have anything you want to say before we dip out?
Nothing too crazy, guys. We've enjoyed you guys hanging out with us. And again, if you guys voted for the boys to win, you guys are winners because technically they did all the way. So congratulations on your prediction. But yeah, guys, we'll be back here shortly. It's going to be a good time. Elevate and DRX is going to be ready for us. So we'll see you guys back here shortly, here in 90 minutes. And you guys have a good one.